Hi, welcome to another episode of That's Thing Accent Core Plus R. It is episode .73?
Two.
72. .72. And it is Friday, May the 20th.
Yeah. Do you know that if you're listening to this and everything goes well, the Mexican pizza should be back at Taco Bell? Mexican pizza should have returned on the May the 19th.
Is that the Cinco de Mayo special?
I don't know.
Mexican pizza should never come back.
I don't know.
It should stay far away.
It was my dad's favorite, so I'm glad he gets it back. You know, it's kind of
so like my problem is it's just kind of like messy to eat.
Oh yeah, well he eats it. Well, like it's the process. Like you got to put it, and you got to get like a knife and fork, and you cut it up. It's like
it's more like an actual like gordita for Mexican dishes than like what Taco Bell says the gordita is.
Oh yeah. But you know, it's just it's like your fast food treat has come back.
Yeah. Listen, my go-to was the cheesy gordita crunch, and it took them forever to just make it a staple menu item instead of they're like, oh, it's here for a limited time again.
They keep doing that with the nacho fries. My favorite is just the nacho fries, but they put like the Taco Bell stuff on top of them. The standard Taco Bell, whatever, it's in every single meal, but they put it on top of fries. I'm like, good, I can eat Taco Bell.
The taco seasoning.
Oh yeah, that like the horse meat and cardboard with delicious Mexican spices. I love it. So either Drew or Nolan, you go, because either Drew's gonna probably have to go earlier, or Nolan missed a week. So tell the people how y'all doing.
Who?
No,
I'll say.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and go. From last week, let me think. One thing I actually do want to talk about is the secret Netflix show that came on like a week ago.
What is it?
Made by Mike Myers.
Oh, that show. I saw like a... What is that?
So, it's called The Tavern, and it's a secret society TV show. Where it's a good secret society that goes against the bad ones and is trying to help the world. Honestly, it's just more Mike Myers shenanigans.
I heard it described as Austin Powers if Austin Powers had never stopped.
I was gonna say it's been a while since we've had Mike Myers shenanigans, though. So
that is correct.
Shout out
it is an Austin Powers
movie,
100%. But it's not as bad as a Goldmember Austin Powers, but it's not as good as The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Okay, I was gonna say I get about where you're going with it.
It's an international man of mystery level Austin Powers.
Right.
So like Austin Powers 1.
Yes. It's that level of quality.
So season 2 should be good, and then you just skip season 3.
No, it's Netflix. I'll never get a season 3.
Oh, there's
Netflix goes season 1, season 2, end.
It's 6 episodes. It's never going to get a season 2.
All right.
Ever.
Well, hey, you know what? It's better to go out on this than The Love Guru.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's actually okay.
Mike Myers comes... So basically, you're saying, like, Homestar Runner, he just appeared and just kept doing what he was doing.
Yes.
Like, every time, like, Homestar Runner emerges from the ether and just puts out a cartoon as if nothing had stopped, and then they return to the ether.
Yep, they just pick it up, put it down, keep moving.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good bits in it, like, every time they cut to Canada... It looks like you're watching a VHS copy of a movie.
That's
on like
clever.
a CRT, and then it goes back to America and it's full HD.
That's really clever. I like that.
There's a lot of jokes making fun of conspiracy theorists,
Well, that's pretty easy.
which is oh no, that's all it is
Yeah.
mostly. Honestly, I think it's good. Check it out if you want.
All right.
It's like a good way to kill because they're like 2 to 3 hours because they're not really that long either.
Oh yeah, it's just that kind of
All
show.
right.
I don't have any like I'm like yeah okay. I think I'm glad that you've confirmed that show is exactly what I think it is.
It. I don't know who you heard say that about it, but it is. It literally feels like these are just more bits he had for another Austin Powers movie.
I've only heard that like it's just like here's an Austin Powers in like 2022, and that's what it is. What else was I gonna say? I've just been trying to work through the Quentin reviews Victorious.
Oh,
Man,
I don't know what that is. What is that?
Okay, so Quentin review. I like Quentin reviews.
I do. I watched all of his
it.
iCarly ones, so that's why
I have
watched
not.
it.
That's next. Like iCarly. I feel like I should have started with the iCarly, but I didn't.
Yeah.
So basically, Quentin Reviews is this nerdy bearded man, and he's decided to take it upon himself to like watch all of these like Nickelodeon, like tween sitcoms that I had never watched or like only vaguely knew about. Like, and Victorious is incredible because it's so. Like, it desperately wants to be Hannah Montana.
Well, no. Let's also be clear. Because these videos are about
they're
4 to 5 hours long.
Yeah, so like the iCarly one was 4 hours. Part 1 of Victorious, which I'm still working on, is like 4 hours. And like his End of Evangelion Victorious is like an 8-hour video.
8 hours?
So like you're in for the long haul. But him, like, the more he talks about Victorious, and it's a strange thing, where I do not want to ever watch that show, but the way he describes it, some of the jokes, I'm like, I wish I would have either written that or think that's hysterical. Like, there's one bit where they talk about how, like, the mean girl in Victorious tried to sabotage the prom, and the way she did it is she hired a diaper man, which is a fat man in a diaper that shows up to the prom and just pees his pants. And I was like, what? What is this? But then everyone loved the diaper man. And I'm like, I don't understand. And it just tickled me. Maybe because it was like 2 a.m. when I saw this and I was not prepared.
Dan, listen, we love you, but you gotta stop putting your fetishes.
Oh, it's you can clearly see, like that man.
Dan Schneider's at it again.
Oh, he's at it harder than he's ever.
This
been.
was during the Dan Schneider era.
Oh yeah, he's like they are in there, like how one of the kids is like clearly supposed to be a Jewish kid with his black puppet, but they knew that was kind of bad, so like as the show goes on, they try to make the black puppet white.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. Kevin, not black.
Oh yeah, I'm
urban.
Urban. He's an urban puppet.
And whenever they do an urban accent, you know what it is.
But it's clearly like a 40-year-old white man trying to do a black voice.
Oh my god!
Like it's not like Cousin Skeeter is clearly a black puppet.
Yes.
And it's like not stereo. Like I like he does not look like what a 40-year-old white man thinks a black person is. Meanwhile, the puppet on Victorious. That's what it is, and it may or may not be alive. I don't know. It's weird.
It may be sentient, but it may also not be sentient.
Yeah.
Wait, are you telling me Victorious is Puppet Master canon?
Victorious may be like the origin story of the ventriloquist on Batman. There's a non-zero chance. At Hollywood High, that's where it
Listen,
happened.
I think they need to like talk to their ventriloquist friend and be like, "Hey, bud, we think you need some help because it's going a little too far with your puppet routine."
Also, it's really funny how like the main character can't really sing that well, and one of the supporting characters is Ariana Grande, and they will not let her sing because she sings better than the main character.
No, there's like two characters that are better singers, and they have to keep pushing them back.
Yeah, like the writing staff is like, we can't let the side character sing because they'll be the pop star, and our marketing department is not prepared.
Have you ever seen Glee?
I have not.
Oh no.
So okay, I've seen bits and pieces, and something like all of them are like performers, and like they can all sing fine. But one of the kids introduced in a later season is in a wheelchair, and like it's so funny because he's also a Broadway dancer. So like you get to see him dance in like one dream sequence, and it's just like, man, that's not fair to the rest of the cast. That's not fair to them. They had to take his legs away.
So they had the handicap. They had the Harrison Bertrand on him.
No,
they're like, listen, like I'm an actual dancer. Can I please just get out of the chair once?
No.
Okay. Dream sequence though.
They take a handsome man and put him in some kind of horrible like
you know what? You're a really good singer. You'd be perfect for this show. But you need a gimmick. Let's see. Wheelchair.
yeah, that's it.
But I'm a dancer. Nah, I think wheelchair goes better with our audience.
You're a dancer, but your character isn't.
See, they should have learned.
Not even like, okay, this is the character that used to be a dancer and then got into an accident, and now is focusing on singing, right? That's not it.
Nope. He just because everyone in Glee Club is just good singers and performers. I guess they practice. It's nebulous. They do get yelled at for going over budget and wasting tons of money.
See, they should have gone the route that the classical TV show, The Mini Loves of
What do you mean? What do they mean going over budget? The school just gives them the cash.
Yeah, but then they blow it all on like. Have you seen Glee? Have you seen some of the set pieces those kids have, Nolan? Have you seen the costumes? They're throwing the school's money down the toilet week to week.
Nah, it's probably some like lawsuit where like that was a school where like they were putting all of their money into the football program. So now like to afford the new stadium, they just have to also give the Glee Club a blank check because they're like, listen, this is just how it works. We need a multi-million-dollar like football training studio or whatever. Glee Club on blank check.
Everyone's gonna look at the football club for money laundering. No one's gonna look at the Glee Club for money laundering.
Yeah, you don't see like the mobsters in the back, like like the Teamster Sewing Union. It's like, oh, who's on set design? Like Big Mickey. And it's like some like sweaty man in a thing. He's like, oh,
we set you up good.
Listen, we need 2 no works, 3 no show ups. All right, no show jobs. All right,
that's how you do it.
Let's do it.
You got the school ain't been paying their work permits, so we're gonna have to put the jackhammer in during your play during the dress recital.
They put the jackhammer in the middle of the school during the school day.
It's like, sorry.
Frankie's a good guy. He ran that Glee Club like it was real. It's just a tax write-off, but he ran it like it was real.
Oh man, now I like this version of Glee better.
Now I keep remembering that stupid Yakuza story.
Yeah, it's great.
Yep. Got one that it's real.
Oh man, yeah, I knew a guy that also ran an orphanage. Oh really? Was he like Kiryu? Oh no, it was a front, but I mean, he actually had it.
I respect him for it.
Still fucking best. Oh,
I was just gonna say, like, these shows should have done what Dobie Gillis did, where that show is originally pitched to make the main actor like a heartthrob and a musical star, but when they found out he couldn't sing very well or wasn't that attractive, the show just immediately went the other way and called him schlubby and untalented, like in every episode. They're just like, nah.
It's literally they get on stage. Here's our star,
Well,
our great amazing star, and everyone just goes boo.
Yeah, because they tried it for like a couple episodes where they're like, oh, he's gonna sing his song, and then he barely did like his terrible kind of lip sync song, and no one liked it. So then they just go, no, he's terrible.
As soon as they start booing, the presenter's like, I mean, this worthless piece of garbage. Look at him. Isn't he great? Laugh at him, guys. And everyone's like, yay!
Yeah, and they did. And he's getting paid enough where he's like, fine.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
Listen, if I'm getting paid Gibby money, I'll be the
Joe. I will be the Gibby.
Just don't make me fall down and like break my ribs.
I'll settle for being the Gilligan.
Just don't nearly kill me on set.
They make jokes about that in Victorious.
Dude, it's the most insane thing ever.
It's wild. That show is wild. Nickelodeon
live action was crazy.
I was inspired because Drew talked about in our thing the time Cartoon Network went live action, and that was the Quentin reviews. Like, I watched his take on like the CNreal.
You see, I wish I could have been there so I could talk about inside Jimmy's head.
So no, we didn't talk about it yet. I just posted talk about it this week.
Oh, yeah, that's just in the topics.
It's not. It's no longer the time Cartoon Network went live action. It is now the times Cartoon Network has gone live action. They are doing it again.
Did they do it again?
They are doing it again.
Let's take.
Did they at least get Andrew WK back?
I have no idea. I haven't followed up on the story to see the news or anything specifically about it.
Yeah, because I saw that. And then I was like, oh, okay, I'll watch like the Quentin reviews video, because he did like a 30-minute where he talked about like every live action show, including ones I had forgotten, like Tower Prep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Tower Prep.
Or dude, what would happen?
Yeah, dude, what would happen? Okay.
Unnatural History.
Oh God, they're doing it again.
Hold on, let me pull some.
Cartoon. Here's the headline. Cartoon Network once again is making live action shows. HBO Max and Cartoon Network have plans to air 3 new live action productions.
Okay, so like what? Because like if this is like HBO Max is running like a live action show and they're also going to air it on Cartoon Network, which is what it at least first blush looks like. I feel like that's, even though not acceptable, like I get it because they're owned by the same thing and they're just basically trying to cross promote it. But it's, if you're American Girl.
An American, like like based off the toys?
Yeah.
Huh? I didn't even know they still sell those.
Well, yeah.
Hold on, okay, let me take a look here.
Okay, Home Sweet Rome. Family Mashup.
Okay, so that's gonna be a game show, I assume.
What is
Family Mashup is from Hannah Montana and That's So Raven co-creator Michael Porriez. That was announced last February. That was February last year. That was announced.
Family Mashup.
The heck?
In a modern-day version of the Brady Bunch meets Pitch Perfect, where a single mom and 3 sons and a single dad fall in love and get it's just
what?
It's just the Brady Bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Well, kids today don't know what the Brady Bunch is.
It's
Look, just bring back Andrew WK and Hole in the Wall, and you're clear.
Yeah, bring back Andrew WK and have him blow up things and then have like Junkyard Wars come back in like child form. Oh, it's like raining. I was wondering, what is happening? It's like God himself is like upset that like Cartoon Network
is like, no.
Did you not learn?
What was it called? It wasn't called.
It was destroyed.
Live action. No, it was called.
CNreal.
No, it was like that. Blood. CNreal.
CNreal.
Oh my god.
They had like the Survivor Man babies.
They had Zoomer.
Oh, they had
all that.
Yeah, dude. What was that? Dude, what? No, dude. What happened was Zoomer Mythbusters.
Yeah.
What was that other? What was that shit? Was that the Incredible Crew?
Incredible Crew is the not
one.
All that.
They had like their two tween like dramas. It was Tower Prep and The Unnatural History. Out of Jimmy's head.
Which one was the one with the video game monsters in real life?
I think that was Level Up.
Yeah, that was Level Up.
Oh, I never watched Level Up.
I never watched like most of these. I think I've watched every one. Oh, and the one from the Quentin review, which I remember, which was The Other Siders, which was Ghost Hunter babies.
Oh yeah! Oh no! That was the worst one.
That was the best one. That like in terms of laughing at it, because all the kids, as Quentin review said, were weirdly defensive about not finding Ghost. So the kids were like, "No, it's real though." And they'd show like the little bit of, oh man, that's a big ring. But they'd show.
Look, it's like there. That's what happened. Look, there's a ghost.
And he postulates that they have like production assistants making noises and stuff, just trying to make the kids feel better. like not in terms of like the actual ghost hunting scam, but like, oh, these kids need to find like something, man. Like, ooh,
it's a reverse Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. Where it's like out of pure patheticness. The children need it.
Why didn't they call that? God, why did they not call that show like Mystery Inc. or something?
Oh, that would have been. Because that would have been clever.
Why did they not tie that into a Scooby-Doo licensing?
Because that would have been like actually clever. And you remember this was during like the writer's strike, where they were just taking like. They wanted non-reality. They just wanted like no writer, nothing.
They wanted non-union writers.
Yep. So they just put like, all right, here's our thing. We get like 5 kids. We give them like night vision cameras and have them stand alone in like an abandoned hospital for like 4 hours, and then that's an episode done. Episode 2, yep. You have the kids and they go into like some house for like 4 hours.
I forgot this is also the era of them starting to do their live action movies.
Oh yeah, that was like the Ben 10 live action movie and stuff.
Ben 10, the movie that
Kevin.
Inside Jimmy's Head was based off of.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
And
you mean the Ben 10 live action movies?
I know there's like an Alien Force one and a original one.
Yeah. They're stupid. Why?
Because they wanted to be Disney Channel.
Here's the problem. Nickelodeon tried that, and they were like, they were close, but Disney Channel still beat them.
Nickelodeon failed trying to do that. Like all of Nickelodeon's like attempts to be like when you can see like Nickelodeon started off big because it was not Disney Channel. Like, if memory serves, the original tagline for Nicktoons was like, they're not Disney Channel. You're not getting like Chip and Dale or like DuckTales, which like DuckTales is pretty good. And trying to say that like, but Rugrats was very different than anything you'd see on Disney Channel.
Mm-hmm.
So was
like
Doug.
the network too just felt like it was being run by children or something.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Like Doug sucks, but comparatively, there was no cartoon like Doug. There was nothing that boring and mundane. So like I will give it credit where credit is due.
To be fair, though, Disney answered back with Lloyd in Space.
And then purchasing Doug. Just like in the first Disney acquisition, they decided to flex their muscle and grab the hit property Doug.
Put Doug in the MCU.
Oh my lord, it could happen. Quail Man shows up in the next Avengers. Tom Holland as Quail Man. Oh, it's possible. Oh, I'm excited. I'd watch that. I'd go to a theater to watch Quail Man versus Roger Klotzenstein. And it'd be me in there. I'm like, thank you, Nickelodeon, for making a movie specifically for me that I would have not wanted in any way.
Thank you for wasting $1 billion on just me.
For a movie for maybe 10 people.
And it's not even for me, because I don't like Doug. Like, I respect the effort. Like, you thought I'd be there, and yeah, I'll go there because, you need some help. Yeah.
Oh, man.
God, that's so, like, to me, this reads as, like, Cartoon Network, they're not making any programming for it. They're only making it for HBO Max, and then they're also putting that on Cartoon Network as kind of like a dumping ground.
Well, the smart thing to do would be to put it on HBO Max, see if it's any good, and then put it on your main channels.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Cartoon Network has felt like a dumping ground for a while.
Yeah.
I would say post Teen Titans Go, when it was like, when you would see like the schedule, and that was years ago, when the schedule was like, here's the schedule for the week, and it's like 8 hours of Teen Titans Go, and then in the evening it'd be like, here's the hour of Steven Universe, like the hour of regular show, the hour of whatever, and then it back to Teen Titans Go, and then Adult Swim happens, and you're like, oh.
And your 15 minutes of Clarence.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do they keep doing? So that reminds me of the Nicktoons era of, guess what, SpongeBob all day.
Yeah, it's like SpongeBob all day.
Yeah.
It's the same thing where like they just they started to double down on what was enjoyed. Even though like
instead of trying to explore and create new stuff, it's made easier to be like, oh, kids like this, we gotta keep them watching. Just keep them watching.
I mean, it was like where they made the SpongeBob spin-offs, which are just SpongeBob.
Mm-hmm.
Like, apparently Camp Coral is just SpongeBob. Like, they just set, like, the same kind of plots and humor. They just made it, like, CG and put it in, like, as kids. But, like, the voices and the cast just act the same. And it's like, okay, man.
That's...
Yeah.
I think part of it is that like cable TV is just not a thing.
They don't know what to do. They won't change their setup, and then they'll just complain about like how YouTube is killing them.
Yeah.
Streaming is killing us, and it's like, but you're literally doing nothing. We've tried everything. You've tried nothing.
We've tried nothing.
We tried everything.
All worked.
We've tried nothing, and we're out of ideas.
Yeah.
What? So maybe it's just a trend, but it seems like there's a bunch of other shows that are like, let's go back to when a character's a kid.
Muppet Babies.
Well, yeah. Well, that's always been the idea. Like you just take your show and then you just say, all right, now the child version. And,
John Wick Babies.
Yeah. Young Sheldon.
Little Kenny.
Combat Kids.
But gang, what about the
Ben 10 again?
Yeah, Ben 10. Just that's what happened.
Again.
Ben 10 grew up. He aged up through Omniverse, and then they said, "Okay, now Ben's back to now we got Ben 10 Babies, where he's back to like a 10-year-old again." There we go.
A pup named Scooby Doo.
Man.
Yo Yogi. What else? There's like another one.
Wasn't there a Flintstones one?
I think the Flintstones.
That feels right.
There was like one where it was like, it wasn't like they were babies. It was like Bam Bam and Pebbles were like teens.
Oh, they did the all grown up.
Yeah, they did all. Yeah, they were Flintstones all grown up.
That's what I'd rather have that. I'd rather have Advance into the Future.
Yeah, Flintstones the next
I want
generation.
rocket power all grown up.
Oh, that'll happen.
But like they're washed up and they're old and they're teaching kids how to skate.
Yeah, it's the existential
Now
crisis.
they're Cheeto and
Oh.
and the dad.
Are we going to talk about the diversity chart?
Oh, I hope so.
Let's talk about the Blizzard diversity chart.
Listen,
We need...
I love the race tier list.
Oh, yeah, that's what they put on their thing. They let you know what is better.
Please, Nolan, don't simplify it. It's a DEI tier list.
Fucking jeez. So stupid.
It's not such a basic metric. It's just a catalog race. It covers all of the diversities.
Yeah.
Yo, listen. I want to know sexual orientation. If 0 is straight, what is 10?
Well, yeah. Well, it's like I want to know how the robots Bastion and okay, I want to know how Bastion rates on there. I want to know how like the Osiris rates on there, and I want to know about the hamster. Like, I want to see their diversity.
What's his preference?
How gay is that hamster? Like, we need to know.
I would posit if 0 is straight, if that's the assumption we're going with, which, judging a company that would make this chart, that is the safe bet to say.
Yeah, because this once again,
I would say 10. I would say 10 then would actually be asexual.
I don't know. Like, I don't think it is. I think
this is the last one I found that was like involved some of them.
Also, like remember this chart, they did like a GDC thing way before it was announced that was there. Morality evil.
And like,
yeah.
And like, if I'm positing things, I'm gonna say the hamster is like high score on sexuality because he's probably neutered and asexual.
But what about his facial features / beauty and his body type?
Well, yeah, because I don't know. Like, well, body type, he's gonna get high rank because he's a fat old hamster. So that
but he's also small, so he could be low ranked.
Yeah, well,
he does have a low weight.
So maybe but then his facial features beauty, like he's a cute little hamster. Does that mean he ranks low?
Yep, he's a 0.
Yeah, because he's not deformed. Like, you're like, oh, look at the cute hamster.
But where does he stand in the socio-economic background?
I think, if memory serves, like the hamster is like a underground arms dealer, so I think he's actually pretty up there.
But what about his hamster culture?
So it sounds to me like the hamster's pretty undiverse.
Well, I mean, in some ways he's diverse. Like, but in some ways he's really not.
Well, no, he is an Australian though, so he's quite diverse.
Yeah, but how culturally, like, he doesn't act like a hamster. Does that make him like a minority in hamster society? Would that give him a very high culture score?
If you're Italian or Russian. No, go ahead.
Is the hamster like Meowth from Pokemon, where all the other Meowths are like, "Oh, you're a freak"?
Yeah, it's kind of like how the gorilla, Winston the gorilla, is like a modified gorilla. So like he's not like the other gorilla, except maybe he is, because I think there was like a gorilla rebellion on the moon. I think that's part of Overwatch lore.
Yeah, but they Haran beat all them.
Yeah, they're all dead now. But like, yeah, I don't know how modified animal works in there.
I want to see the checkboxes, because they have checkboxes to go with this that then tells you like the grade they got.
I mean, that's I think the big criticism is how inauthentic this is, where you can feel like it's part of like, okay, we have Anna, the sniper character. She's like, all right, let's make her old. Like, she's not diverse enough, so let's crank the old slider up. Because otherwise, like, she's not hitting our metrics. So we're gonna make her like 60. How about we give her like an eye patch and
a little scarring.
Yeah, and she's from Egypt, right? That'll count. Or like they make their typical character and they're just tweaking the sliders to try to make it good.
Hold on, are they making like a character creator where they have a limited number of points they can put in?
I feel like they're making their character and then they're tweaking it to try to like make the points good. Like they're like in D&D terms, they're trying to have dump stats. It's like they made Tracer, and they're like, "Oh crap, she's not she's gay," but that puts like enough of a dump stat that it's okay. It equals out. It equals out.
Yeah. Yep. I think that's how that works.
We have Soldier 76. He's like a white straight man. Oh no. Now he's gay and kind of old, so it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Gay.
Oh no. Oh wait, no, hold up. We can take the gay out if we make him old. It works.
No, we're gonna double because we need to take some credit for the future.
We need McCoy.
Yeah,
we need stats for McCoy. He's eating them all up.
Yeah, he's getting. He's bisexual now. That way, we don't have to ever confirm him having any interest towards a man, but we can say it. There, it works.
Listen, let's be honest. Torbjorn took all the straight stats.
Yeah, he did. Torbjorn.
Because he's just been pumping them out.
Yeah, he's doing it. Torbjorn's a Chad. He's also a tiny dwarf man. They just made a World of Warcraft dwarf, and they just put it in there. And they say he's from Sweden, so it's the same thing, right? That's what Swedens are.
Hold on. Okay, this one we might be able to find Bastion on this. Hold on.
Okay, yeah, because I want to see Bastion. Like, I want to see the robot. I really want to see the robot, because I feel like it's either going to have no or all of them.
It's one that has everyone on there. I'm trying to see if I can, like, point out what Bastion's color is.
Yeah, because we need to know. Yeah, like what is Bastion?
But what is Bastion?
Like, he's green.
What? So, okay. Level 0 socioeconomic is middle class.
Yeah.
What's 10 and what's 1?
Okay, so 1 is
1 poor?
No, 10 would be poor. 1 would be rich.
No. So, see, I would say the way they would treat it is the further you get from middle class, the higher your number are.
Yeah,
so
like, that's what I would think.
Like, poor gutter living, like, homeless guy is as diverse as Elon Musk.
Yeah. So, like, if you look at myself as middle-aged, white, middle-class man, like, I am 1 on all aspects. Like a straight 1 all the way around. The further you diverge from me, the more points you get.
Wait, when they add the character Potato Famine Car Bomb, is he just going to be on the white scale, or is he going to be on his own?
No, he'll have no, because he's not from America. So there is going to be like there's going to be some points. Remember, like if they added Kevin the hero, he would be 1 all around. I don't know. He might have like a 2 in physical. No, because he's not. I don't have any like. I'm just weak. I don't have any like prosthetics.
Well, no. Then your body type goes up because you're weak.
Well, yeah, no, but
that's more diverse.
But I'm not like, but I'm not like overweight. I am stick. Does that mean I'm not all the way? Do I have a 2? I don't want to have a 2.
I don't know. This chart doesn't make sense.
Well, that's the point. Is that
like besides age and like physical ability and cognitive ability, those 3, like, oh, I get it. The farther you go up, the smarter, the stronger, the older you are. But I don't get what anything else means.
Well, yeah. Well, it's stuff, or it's like gender identity, where I feel like how many times in Overwatch, like it's cool to have your character but like, do we need to have like someone going like just like one of like someone's taunt as they look at the screen and they just go like, as a trans woman, I have had many difficulties, and then it like what are you doing?
Quit.
Not that I want. His problem is
I'm fine with inclusion.
I like inclusion. I like diversity and stuff. I just don't like it when it feels like the Burger King Kids Club, or I'm looking at like.
Right, I do like the Burger King Kids Club.
What?
But ironically,
the
I do like the
BKKK.
Burger King Kids
Well, of
Club.
course, because everyone liked the burger. But what, like, that's maybe the planet is
We
the
all want to be Kid
Planeteers.
Vid.
Well, everyone likes Kid Vid. Everyone wants to be Kid Vid. But because to me, like, I always say that as like the most corporate forced diversity. Is the Planeteers that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Is the Planeteers what I should
Well,
be
no.
using?
This is the Burger King's Kids Club, but
Yeah.
they looked at it and said it's not diverse enough.
Yeah, that's why we need, like... I guess it would be the Planeteers.
Let's not add any more people in, but let's just, change
tweak.
facts
We're gonna
on our
tweak.
current characters.
We're gonna do the old Dumbledore's gay now.
Yeah.
Just try to build some cred. I don't know, man. I think Blizzard's having some problems. But then again, that's why Microsoft bought them, because they are having some problems.
They every time something bad happens at Blizzard, they just try to pull something out like, hey guys, look at this instead, and it never works.
No,
Nope.
oh, it's
It
been
never
failing.
pulls eyes away.
Not at all.
It has been failing on all cylinders. I think it's part of it is like when you see the diversity chart, you get to see how forced it is, because the lawsuit and everything made it show that like that was not what was going on at the company itself. We're like,
Yep.
no, this is clearly false. This is what like a sociopath thinks of when they think of like, I need my whatever to be more diverse, and they pull up the graph and they go, all right, how can we tweak this graph so that the public does not outrage?
This is what marketing comes up with.
Yeah, and listen, Mark, we've looked over at your numbers, and you need to bump that character up by 20 years. They need to be 20 years older. They can look the same. We've seen isn't Mercy like 40 or something, and she doesn't look it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like that's part of the slider. They put that slider up, and they're like, yeah, she's 40.
Yeah, it counts.
It counts.
Man, Mark, this is
It's
actually a
just
really
not
cool.
40.
Like, just go up to someone. Hey, Mark, this is a really cool like robot character. He's got some neat abilities and stuff, but he's not gay enough.
Yeah, he's not gay enough.
Can you just turn it up a bit?
How about we release a statement that every one of Bastion's beeps and bloops is actually him screaming about how much he loves dick. You just can't hear it. He's talking in robot, so China isn't mad.
Look, you gotta do it. You gotta go full like crazy with Bastion. He's also a furry,
Oh yeah,
Is what it
there we
is.
go. Get that.
and he wants to be a bird, and that's why he loves his birds.
Well, that's okay.
Okay, but hear me out. Could we just say the robot has autism? Just put it out there.
Oh my genius! Promote this man.
Promote this man. Oh, I was looking at it
the whole
all
meeting
wrong.
gets up and stands and claps.
That's why Drew, you're better. See, I was thinking about the sexual orientation, and you
Yeah.
decided to go for the cognitive ability. We need to have, we need to boost our, because we can always make any human gay, but making an autistic robot is something of art. Oh no! Oh no!
He only reads in ones and zeros. Oh, it's because he's a robot? No, it's
No,
autistic.
because it's autism. Oh, that's terrible.
Yes, it is.
I love it though. I'm a big fan.
Oh man.
Like, I know we've hit it because like that feels like a drawn together joke.
Yeah. Oh my
Oh,
god.
that makes me so happy.
What?
It stopped raining and now the sun's out. We had
Yeah,
to edit
from
in
that
any
joke,
summer
from
rains
that
you can
single
never
joke.
predict them.
Brought out. Oh man.
Oh man,
This is,
it's,
man.
it's the world we live in.
I mean,
See it?
this doesn't really do anything for whatever Overwatch.
No, it doesn't. No, Overwatch.
1.5 is
No.
going to be.
I'm not gonna play Overwatch. Like I only played Overwatch whenever they had like a free weekend, because I would play it for about an afternoon. I'm like, yep, I'm good.
Yep. I had no interest to play Overwatch since the first time. I'll say the same thing that Pat said.
Every time it got worse, like every single day.
Yes, the longer Overwatch Watch has gone on the worst experience I've had with it.
Yeah. Well, it's because I mean they really tried to like force the esport, and they forced it in like really weird, risky, and expensive ways. Like they wanted to have cities, have teams, and have the people fly around for like venues and stuff. Like they wanted.
Oh, so they just find like a guy who does sports league management, and he's like, "This is how we do it." It's like, I feel like he got pushed. Someone tried to push back, and it was kind of like, "But no, this is just how it's done, though.
Oh, yeah, like they
You
wanted.
can't,
We're
can't
like,
play these things online."
I mean, like,
Listen, if Blizzard wanted to distract people, they need to do the one thing that always fixes their problems and hit the StarCraft button.
oh man, they haven't gotten to the StarCraft.
But
Button
I
yet.
think they're too far. They're too far gone. I don't think a StarCraft.
The
3
Warcraft
announcement's
button
gonna
ain't
do
working
anything.
anymore.
It's been hit too many times. Jammed.
It's I don't know. Those dragons came out and they're like, eh. I mean, I'll probably play it when it comes out next year. Oh, that's been it. Warcraft's problem is that like, as we have found out, due to like all the problems in their studio, each patch and expansion has taken progressively longer to make, and for an MMO, that is death. Like Final Fantasy releases a patch every 3-4 months, and WoW it's like one patch every year. So you're not paying for it.
Oh.
Why would I play the game when it's not going to update for another year? It's not good, especially with the other problems. But I digress. Anything? What else did I want to mention before I forget? We got to do. This is the new segment. We got to talk about things before we forget.
Oh. Well, we could also bring it up since. Oh, go ahead.
So are we just opening the floor back to new topics?
Yeah, this is like the grab bag. You got 10 minutes. This is try to say the thing before you're gonna forget. As soon as you say, "Oh, I'm
lightning
done."
round.
Yeah, this is the lightning round.
I watched a Hulu movie called Run, starring the ugly crier from American Horror Story. Sarah, I don't remember her name.
Sarah.
But anyway, it's about her. Yes, starring Sarah Jessica Parker. It's about a mom who has that condition where like she's drugging her kid and like telling everyone her kid has like sicknesses.
Oh no.
So that way she can like, yeah.
Oh,
and it's about the kid suddenly realizing this, and then being like, "How do I get out of this?"
Is it like Munchausen's or no?
Yeah, is that what it's called? I think so. That sounds right. But tying back to the diversity, the kid is in a wheelchair.
There you go. That's a good score.
It's okay. It's not particularly standout. It's a little bit worse than the Gabriel movie, the backwards person movie. It's a little bit worse than that.
Oh yeah, Malignant.
Yeah, it's a little worse than Malignant.
But does that make it better, or is it like actually worse?
No, I mean like it's actually like it's a little bit better of a movie than it, so that makes it less entertaining.
Okay, I see. So like it starts to go back down to just the bad part.
Yes. The U-bin that is quality to garbage and high scores, it starts going back down to the bottom of the bell curve.
Because I was thinking about that the other day, how like my rating of Psycho Goreman is like a 7 out of 10, but there's an asterisk because like I really, really like that movie, so I'm hypercritical of it. Or like normally you'd be like, no, this is a really good movie, but because it's so much up my alley, I'm very harsh on it. I'm like, that joke didn't quite hit, that'll hurt you. My topic I wanted to say is I put a tweet, but I'm taking a break from drawing comics on the internet for a while. I have no jokes. That's it.
Evan, I mean, I sent you.
I know
sent
the
it to
meat
you.
touching. I know the meat touching.
You just start releasing them all one at a time again, but just change the caption.
Also, seeing like some of the old ones makes me repulsed by them. Seeing the art. Oh, before I forget, because this is also one thing. I watched the Ego Raptor boxing match. I saw that.
Oh yeah.
I felt bad because Ego Raptor had to fight the epic mealtime guy in like a boxing match, and Ego Raptor, like, the other guy outweighed him by like 60 pounds,
Yeah.
and it looked like the guy from Epic Mealtime at least knew kind of how to box a little, whereas Ego Raptor did not. I mean, good on the guy from Epic Mealtime, because he did hit Ego Raptor in the face a couple times, but he was like clearly pulling his punches. It was the kind of thing where like he threw like one jab and you realize like, oh, I don't want to hurt this guy because it's just Ego Raptor. Like you don't want you don't want to like pop him. He's not one of those guys where like I'm just gonna lay him out on the floor. Like no, he's just kind of like okay, I'm gonna do a gentle TKO victory.
What was it called? It was called like
Creator Clash
Showdown or Creator Clash.
Yeah, Creator Clash. I just watched that one because that was like the only one I recognized. The rest were like random Twitch and YouTube people. I have no idea who they are. Apparently, the Epic Mealtime guy called out Dr. Disrespect and wants to beat him up, and I think that's okay.
Yep, I'd watch that.
I support Epic Mealtime. That's how he brings his brand into relevance, is by hurting other YouTube people that I don't like.
Yeah.
All right. Drew has to go. I think we're done. Later.
Yeah,
Later.
Good wind down.
Bye.
Bye.